Welcome to the Den, the Dark Entertainment Network. I'm the Gothic Rose, and this is the piping hot celebrity in 3. Let me take this moment to reintroduce myself. I am the Gothic Rose, hostess of the Dark Entertainment Network. This is a channel where the news meets conspiracy theories and makes babies in my brain, and it comes out my mouth. I do this because I enjoy it. If you like this type of content, please follow along, because I'm not going to stop. Oh, we've got the hot tea for you today, and it is spicy. We're going to cover Blake Lively and Justin Baldoni's legal drama and Meghan Markle's backlash. Plus, the Oscars are set to go on. All right, this Justin Baldoni, Blake Lively lawsuit is just exploding. I mean, this is just a battle. He's been first accused of harassment and retaliation. Now she's calling him an abuser and accusing him of Darvo. But the big story now is that she and Ryan Reynolds are actually asking for a gag order against Justin Baldoni's lawyer, Brian Friedman. And they're arguing that his frequent media statements and the release of unedited footage from the set of It Ends With Us are part of a retaliatory smear campaign against Lively. Legal's team claims that these actions could bias potential jurors and undermine the fairness of the trial, which is what she was trying to do when she accused him of this harassment, which completely overrided the message of DV. And if you didn't know, author of It Ends With Us, Colleen Hoover, has completely shut down her entire Instagram page with about 2 million followers. She initially supported Blake Lively. She must be feeling pretty left out in the dust right now, because the work that she did, the book that she wrote, the movie that was made, the story she put heart and soul into is being crumpled and forgotten for a lawsuit over bull, because someone couldn't handle that they were getting a bad rap themselves. So they decided to blame someone else, not caring about Justin Baldoni's family, wife, and children, and what this was going to do. The unedited footage, which I will go into on a deep dive, truly proves that she, Blake Lively, is not telling the truth. And the blind item said it's very hard for people to take your side when every day another lie comes out. Justine Bateman is at it again with her criticism of Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's involvement in the Los Angeles wildfire relief efforts. Bateman labeled them as disaster tourists and accused them of using the situation for a photo op. She expressed her disdain on social media by calling their actions repulsive and comparing them to ambulance chasers. Bateman's comments have sparked a lot of debate, with some people agreeing with her perspective and others defending Meghan and Harry's intentions. Meghan and Harry found Bateman's comments offensive, especially given that Meghan's strong connection to Los Angeles and where she was born and raised. They emphasized that their involvement was genuine and aimed to help those affected by the wildfires, but she said that this was a photo op and they were walking over dead bodies to get their picture taken. Now, what I do know is that they cleared out 100 volunteers when they walked through that disaster site. People who were not allowed in to see their homes, to get belongings, to find their pets, were left out in the cold, and Meghan Markle and Harry were walking around. That's insane. That's not right. And Chef Jose Andres was said in the blind items to be very annoyed by the two of them. Harry, you know better than this. Your mother would have known better than this. You got to take your wife to the side and say, we look bad. This needs to stop. Now, of course, there is a blind item to go with this, and stay tuned for an even bigger deep dive into Meghan and Harry. But It's been said first that the bags that she took pictures in front of, the bags of clothing, those were not hers. She did not bring them. And when you saw them walking, they weren't carrying anything in their hands. There weren't people around them carrying bags of things. And I believe that they would have made a big deal about that had they both brought in bags of anything to donate. But this blind item was revealed January 10th, 2025. You will never hear who those friends are that have been taken in by the illiterate one and her husband because they don't exist. So this whole thing has definitely been a PR stunt, and good for Justine Bateman for speaking out. And despite the wildfires, the Oscars are set to go on. I think that this is a huge mistake for Hollywood. I think that they should just get out there and go do something for people on March 2nd, 2025, instead of get all dolled up. Conan O'Brien will be hosting. I will not be watching, but I do want to discuss the nominees and what we think of them and if they will show or not. Because if they show up wearing a pin on all of their expensive designer clothes in support of the victims while accepting awards, we definitely need to boycott Hollywood. With that, I thank you for joining me in the den. I'll see you on the next episode of The Celebrity in 3.